Good afternoon, everyone. If I ask the question, what's the most wonderful amusement park in the world?
Disney.
Yes, you may answer Disneyland. But actually, Disneyland is now the first industry of Walt Disney Company. And then I will introduce you this company briefly in the next few minutes. The Walt Disney Company was founded in 1923 by Walt Disney and his brother. And first, it was famous for its animated film. And afterwards, Disney Company even run radio company and 14 theme parks. And now the well-known brand of Walt Disney Company is Walt Disney Movie Corporation. And now it's one of the most famous brands in Hollywood. So now, are you curious about how Disney can stand nearly 92 years? And does it ever in difficulty and how to cheer up? So next, I will invite my partner Ginny to introduce you Disney stock closing price and net income for past 10 years.
Thank you, Tina. Hi, this is Ginny. Now I'm here to show you the operation condition of Walt Disney Company from 2000 to 2010. In this line graph, we can find that there are two trends. The first one is before 2010. It fluctuated between nearly 20 and around $40. And the other one is from 2010 till now. The prices climbed dramatically, and stock closing prices now have been over $100.
Sorry.
Then let's take a look at the net income of Walt Disney Company. The graph shows that it has some ups and downs before 2010, but after that it keeps increasing. As we mentioned in the last slide, we can find that both stock closing prices and the net income of Walt Disney Company have the positive relevance. So we can conclude that the net income does reflect the stock closing prices. But what caused the stock closing prices change? It must not only the net income, right? So the next slide, I'll tell the reasons. In this slide, we pick some important points during 2000 to 2010 and explain why because the stock closing prices changed. The first one is in 2001. Because of 9/11 event, almost all of the departments, including Studio Entertainment, Disney Consumer Products, Walt Disney Parks and Resorts, and Disney Media Networks, were disappointed in the net income, and so does the stock closing prices. And in 2003, the stock closing prices crashed again because of the SARS. As for 2005, the new CEO, Ijah Riker, had been appointed and made the stock closing prices recover a little. And during 2006 to 2008, the purchase of Pixar and the hit of High School Musical series encouraged the stock closing prices. Compared to the net income in 2009 from this form, there are huge differences. Now, I finished my part in 2000 to 2010. The next part will be introduced by my partner, Chuck.
Hey, hello everyone, my name is Chuck. Okay, we can see from the graph, from about 2009 and 2010, Disney's stock price trend starting to turn positive, and especially from 2012 to now, 2015, Disney stock price increased over double. And though we can certainly conclude we have discovered some probable reason that may be able to explain why Disney's stock price is shooting up. Okay. Now I'm gonna show this reason separate by years. In 2012, in 2012, the famous movie that include many super cool heroes, The Avengers, was on, with so many expectations. This movie surely brought Disney a huge amount of money. And so, importantly, we can say that the acquisition to Marvel in 2009 has begun to bring Disney a significantly good incomes. And the next reason is the sports channel, ESPN. As an important part of Disney's television department, ESPN's development is very healthy. And even though the market is in a bad situation in 2012, ESPN, because we all know that people's passion to sports never disappear. As a result, ESPN could bring Disney a relatively stable income. And the third reason is the acquisition of Lucasfilm. Lucasfilm was a company that used to produce the fancy movie Star Wars. And this gave people an expectation that Disney may be planning to shooting a new sequel movie of Star Wars, and which is a good effect to the company. And let's see 2013. Monsters University and Oz the Great and Powerful. Two movies surprisingly bring Disney a lot of revenue. And Disneyland in California and Florida had expanded and added some new facilities. These two reasons could keep Disney stock price could keep climbing in 2013. And in the year of 2014, the well-known animation Frozen had hit all over the world, and Disney could make a massive amount of money simply from the film's rights, not to mention the accessory and the Disneyland's substantial incomes driven by this movie. And even in the first season of this year, 2015, Frozen continued to influence the Disney company's income significantly. And next, the past 2 months, the famous sequel movie, The Avengers 2, also become a blast over the world. And Disneyland in Asia started to adding some new amusing project. So finally, the Disney stock price broke through the 100 gate. So about this reason, we can say that movies, televisions, and additional income like Disneyland, those are the three main reasons that made Disney company, the stock price is going down. However, the technology improves every day, and new developments are constantly changing our life. How would Disney modify their profit-making function in the future? I'm gonna hand it to Adrian, and we will discuss it later.
I'm Adrian. Now I would like to talk about the prospect of Disney. The Disney company has 5 primary Disney Unites, studio entertainment, Disney theme parks, Disney consumer products, and media networks, and Disney Interactive. According to Disney annual report in 2014, we can see the sales of media networks and theme parks. Still contribute hugely to the Disney company. However, the other data also suggest a different perspective. By comparing the sales of in 2012 and 2013, we can see the traditional business line still accounts a large proportion of revenue, but at a lower growth rate. For example, the annual sales rate of theme parks is 9%. And the media networks, which takes up almost half of the sales of revenues of Disney, just has 5% on goods. So what's worth mentioning is that the average sales of Disney Interactive is only 3% of whole companies, but it has a consistent annual growth of 20% over the past 4 years. In recent years, smartphones have automatically changed our lives. The Disney company start to enter the market by acquisition. In 2010, it acquired the iPhone game startup Papyrus and Pendant, hoping that it could further strengthen its electronic game business and build up a new platform for New Clan Group. 5 years later, Disney Interactive has launched about 30 mobile games. Although the sales of Disney's Interactive just take up a little part of the company's total sales figure now, its outlook could not be ignored. Disney Interactive Studios, which caters to the internet and era, is the core part for Disney to exploit their new media field. Today's report is our observation about the Walt Disney Company. Thank you for listening.